I used to feel so devastated. At times I thought we never make it. But now we on our way to greatness. And all that ever took was patience. I used to feel so.
What's going on, Copper fam? Myself and Vuj located around wonderful birds and a good looking stadium.
It's a little bit crazy. We are at the LA Galaxy, and this isn't your usual comments below because we are filming in the past, but the future has already happened. And by the future, I mean the FA Cup games. And we're not going to actually be there in England.
Nope.
We're going to film it, pre-record it here. So this is a very unique comments below, but please do keep watching. There is a bit of noise. My cousins are everywhere. They're working here on the stadium at LA Galaxy. Can we do a little prediction for the FA Cup semi-finals? I know people have seen it. Yeah. We haven't seen it. They've seen it, so they know the results. We don't right now. So what are you saying for Chelsea against Spurs?
Spurs 2-1.
Spurs are going to win it?
And Man City 3-0 win for them, and Spurs to win the FA Cup final.
I reckon Spurs in extra time. And I do reckon Arsenal will beat Man City 2-1. North London derbies, first to win the FA Cup. So as you can see, we are actually in LA pre-recording this because we're traveling at an awkward time and will not make it back to release comments below on the Monday. And what do we do for the past 4 years? We release comments below when?
On a Monday.
On a Monday.
Actually, to be fair, at the start it was a Tuesday.
And a Friday. But then we wanted to get the news to you a bit quicker, so we done it on Monday. However, I have a little thing to tell you, right? When we were doing 2 episodes of comments below a week, we shot them on the same day. All right, it's a secret. We used to shoot them on the same day and do bants for the Friday episode and a normal one for the Tuesday episode. So there you go. We're letting all the secrets out today because what's the point of secrets? As we move on to some MLS chat, it's going to be a bit of an MLS episode where we debate what we think of the MLS, some key points, maybe some players moving over, what's good, what's bad, and the ugly, and the beautiful. Let's get it cracking.
Let's start off with Super Swede. He says, kick things off with, from your experiences in the US and MLS, do you think Zlatan would love it at LA Galaxy? That's Super Swede 89. Vuj?
I think yes, because Zlatan likes to be the main man. He does have some more years left in him in the top leagues, as he proved last season. Banged it at United, plenty of goals, plenty of character. But in 2 years' time, I could see him loving Los Angeles.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to leave next season. I genuinely believe he's a man that loves a test. I feel
loves
like
a test.
He loves a test.
He ain't trying to retire.
No,
he ain't trying to retire.
But in 2 years, if he does come over here, it will be good because I reckon the players that they respect him very, very highly. He's an incredible professional. He's an incredible player. Probably one of the greatest Swedish players of all time, if not the greatest. So for him to come over to LA Galaxy, it will raise the profile of the club. Also in Sweden, I think it's a good move for everyone. To be fair.
Yeah, I agree. So. Zlatan at Galaxy, yes, 100%. Why not? I mean, I'd play here. Nice little ground. Look, you got a little thing where you can like sit and watch it on the grass.
It's Henman Hill.
It's just cool. They got Henman.
Took it from Wimbledon, through over
Beckham
there.
Hill.
Beckham Hill.
And we spoke to Gassi Zardes, who had something to say about Zlatan in the MLS and the Galaxy. So let's see what he says. It'd be if Ibra one day came over.
Oh, that'd be amazing if Ibra played here. I've watched this guy play for numerous clubs, and how did I miss that? I watched him play for numerous clubs, and I still watch him with United, although he's been out a couple games. But I love playing against some of the best players in the world, or playing with some of the best players in the world because I learn from them.
There you go. That's a man that's already here, homegrown hero. Of course he'd love him. Who wouldn't love to play with Zlatan? But you fans over there, Los Angeles Galaxy, what do you reckon? Obviously one of the biggest clubs in the MLS. Do you see this club becoming bigger, attracting names like Zlatan, Zardes? Do you see more homegrown talent coming in? Yeah, bing, bang, bosh. Leave your comments below.
And anyone that supports Man United, if Zlatan is going to leave next season, how does that make you feel? Are you scared of the prospect of your top goal scorer leaving next season? Also, leave a comment and let us know.
Shall we talk about growth?
I think we're growing as people, so why not?
We are growing as people. Everything has grown. Comments below has grown. Let's talk about growth of the MLS. There's a comment here from Jeff Fried who says, the MLS is only 23 years old. Correct me if I'm wrong. But look how much it's grown in those years. It has a bright future. And I'm going to correct you because you are wrong, mate. It's the 22nd year MLS. But I'll let you off. All right, Stoney off. All right.
It has grown though. If you take a look at the start, I don't know if this actually happened. That noise is quite irritating. But there was a moment in life in football in the US where they used to take the ball from the halfway line and dribble up to take a penalty. So I'm glad those days are
That was crazy. In general, though, we've had some good comments from people kind of talking about the MLS. Let's see what they have to say. Ryan Clark says, MLS is a positive entity, people. If you love football, you should be proud that Americans are finally catching on and sharing in that love. As for the soccer thing, real Americans fans call it football amongst each other anyway. Obviously, the football-soccer debate, Paul, does it even fucking matter?
I just think we always try to look for things to
We
complain
joke
about.
around, and I think it's like, it's used by us entitled Europeans to put down anyone that tries to kind of amend the status quo. Like, we are football, that's what it's called. You can't call it soccer because you're foreign. Do you know what I mean? So, I think
some people might look at you and be like, we don't call it, you know.
I know what you mean, but then
American
again,
football,
no, but you play it in your socks. Your socks are in your shoes. So you could call it soccer, why not?
I like that.
Soccer or football, does it even matter? Hashtag soccer, hashtag football. Let's have a vote, but who even cares? As we move on to the next comment from Zadkovic Rai. He's saying mixed on the MLS, poet. Good is growth of soccer in the US, massive potential of the MLS. Bad, a bit tacky, like a watered down version of soccer. Also great to see fans with emotion. I feel like EPL stadiums are getting away from that for whatever reason. That's true.
That's very true.
That's very true.
Yeah, they're like, even Orlando's the best example I can give, but the atmosphere there, I'm
was
telling
brilliant.
everyone, that is one of the best atmospheres I've been in world football. We've been in a lot of places. Definitely better than the Emirates.
You know what it is though? Because I've been to the Red Star Stadium and Partizan, I wouldn't say one of the best. It was nice. You know, it was nice. If you've really experienced the ultras culture, you don't feel safe, right? I felt safe. I felt like it was a family environment. It felt really cool. So in terms of the love and passion and emotion, I really loved Orlando and what they provided, and the fact that they did do it safe.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to potentially feel like a flare is going to poke my eye out. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to feel like a man's going to, do you know what I mean?
It's long.
It's long. Like, you don't want to have deaths in the stands. So it's good to make it safe and creative. So respect to them. But as we said, you know, why is the EPL not allowing us to do that? If there's safe standing, we're going to go into safe standing, but
I don't get it.
do you know what I mean? Why can't I bust a flare out or a smoke bomb?
get it.
In the UK, you bust a smoke bomb, health and safety! Ah! It's like, you broke rule 5.1 of the health and safety regulation. It's over there, it says on a fucking board. You go in prison. And you're like, but you're just a security guard here. There's definitely good in the MLS. Of course, there is space for growth. And if it's only been 22 years, poet,
Mate.
think about it. That's infancy. I'm 24. So I'm older than the MLS.
And on top of that, the Premier League still makes loads of mistakes. Players can't even take off their tops when they score, so, you know, okay.
But there's players though, but look, players are coming. I think that's very important. So JA10 says, great to have players like Kaká, Villano, Serino, Pirlo, Bastian and so on, plus all the South American young players that are coming for the MLS. For example, Almiron. The quality has improved so much in the past few years.
That's the things I do definitely want to see. Some of the South American players going over to the MLS just to raise the profile as well. If you have the big Brazilian stars, so on and so forth, playing in the MLS, it becomes a desirable place to come even more because you have stars there that are comfortable being there, similar climate. There's so much support, especially with LA Galaxy. There's so much support in Orlando. There's Brazilians in Orlando as well. I think it'd be a great place for some of the South American players to come, apart from Alexis Sanchez.
I guess some of you are going to come back with the argument of the whole retirement league thing. You're going to come back with the argument, you know, it's kind of money orientated. I can already see the comments coming in. However, if you are attracting players and people like, you know, Zardes are here and they're young and they're staying and they're making a name for themselves, playing for the national side.
Yeah.
And we saw the US national team in the last World Cup, I think it was against Belgium. The viewership of that was higher than the NBA finals, I believe. So they are getting backing. People are, it's growth. So at the end of the day, 22 years in, you can't pass too much judgment. But let's see some footage.
Gone too soon. Wait,
I love it already.
we was just hanging. I can't seem to hold on to. Wait, we put a no face. Keep it
Half time, Orlando 1-0 up. Literally, what I saw when they celebrated, I dream of that for the Emirates.
Where the hell you going? Where you taking this trip?
Look, and even Milanista said, this video made me change my views on the MLS. Thanks, guys. Great video. Big up the MLS. So
Come on, cuz.
I'm happy that we've come over here to America, explored something different. I know there's been. I like you guys. You're honest, innit? We do a good video. You like it. You know what? Fucking brilliant. We do a shit video. You go, you lot are fucking shit. I wish you were up there with Harambe.
Look at this comment though from Connor James. Vuj, that world-class save against Nocerino.
I was flying. Soaring, flying. There's not a star in heaven that we can reach. Fam,
What song is that?
High School Musical, bro.
Oh, mad.
Catch up with the times. That's where man like Zac Efron, Vanessa Hudgens made their name. Large up them. Obviously, Zac Efron had a bit of a mental breakdown, went into kind of drug addiction. However, he's recovered. I believe he has recovered. So big up Zac Efron. Zac! I think we're going to plug the save right now.
Freddie, cuz. Look at that. Oh! Nice! He's done that for the cameras. That was that great.
Oh! All
Hey,
right, Antonio.
keep it.
We interviewed Villa in New York City FC. The Poet and Vuj effect continues. Halfway line. Man banged it over the keeper. Brilliant. So I don't know. I think we should come here to America more often to do MLS stuff and just in general with the Americans because they're cool. Time difference here, madness. Absolute madness. And people have left their comments as we have spoken about the time difference. Shane Connell, thanks for the respect for American fans, Vuj. When it's your team, you wake up whenever to watch it, record it during school to watch later. Sebastian Rodriguez, I live in the west coast of the US. I get up on weekends at 5 to 6 normally to catch PL and La Liga matches. The things we do for love. Ishan Duel, what about us mans in Canada? I wake up early too.
He said mans as well.
What about us mans in
Mans
Canada?
in the
No,
million.
large up the Canadians, large up the Australians as well. The Aussies wake up very early. Large up the South and North Koreans. Obviously, internet can be a bit dodgy in North Korea.
As
You
Timsy knows.
went out here launching missiles. But yeah, no, honestly, everybody kind of following their passion to watch football
Piers was like Craig David right now.
and interrupting. Do you know what I mean? People interrupting their daily schedules, their sleep patterns, adapting to watch football is brilliant. So I've gained a lot more respect for American fans. I was a bit ignorant before, you know, definitely a bit of an entitled European, thinking I know more. I don't. So respect, man, because I chat out my arse sometimes. And yeah, man, big up yourself. Thank you for watching this as well, because a lot of you watch this. Met a lot of you out here. Mwah, massive love.
Well, Bob says the NBA does more for fans, but in football, the fans dedicate their lives to their clubs.
Yeah.
I just think it's all relative. I think in the NBA, because it's a quite small facility, there's opportunity to do more things for the fans whilst they're in there. You can't really get a cannon in football and run out. But by the time you get to the other side, you're out of breath, mate. So I think I like the way football is. I think you just keep growing from what is already there rather than taking anything away, or don't make it too far away from what it is. You know what I mean? Football is really, really good.
Yeah.
And I appreciate the way the Americans express it.
And Hugh Gale says, if you're going to wear those jerseys, actually watch basketball. Well, I'll have you know it, I do watch basketball. I actually wake up every morning in the UK, and the first thing I do before Twitter, Instagram, and saying hi to my mum is see how Nikola Jokic done for the Nuggets.
Hugh
So
Gale,
I'm a fan.
I don't watch basketball, but if you've ever wore a cap in your life and there hasn't been the sun around, you're basically not wearing a cap for the right purpose. So let's just wear what we want, whenever we want.
Yeah.
I might wear a cricket top tomorrow.
But I do
don't
like basketball. EuroLeague, Eurobasket, World Basketball, Olympic basketball. Yeah, I like basketball. So
Out here, cuz.
the NBA experience was very, very nice. We had a nice big up them, man, for showing us the ropes. There was too many highlights for the NBA. I took my first shot on an NBA field, whatever you want to call it, a court. The first NBA shot I took was a three-pointer and it went in. We've been allowed on court to take some shots. Legendary. What is it? I'm swagging on the pitch, got a ball in here. What's it? Can I hit one though? The first NBA game I went to in America, I caught a t-shirt which is 5,000 to 1.
This is what we've all come for, free t-shirts. And this guy loves it. Oi, man! Oi, this is so sick!
This is scary, man. I was gonna get a free t-shirt, but...
Oi, oi, oi!
So, I had a great time, man.
I can't lie to you, but my biggest moment, really and truly, throughout this whole trip, is just finding Scarlett Johansson in a petrol station. Apart from that, everything's just been really cool, but Scarlett Johansson was... Because I knew everything else was happening. Scarlett Johansson just came out, no, it was like a wild Pokemon. I tried to catch her, but...
It was weird.
It was
I didn't even
weird.
see her. I was like, that can't be Scarlett. Like, what?
This is what I mean, it's just too weird.
It was a petrol station in the desert on the way to
Desert.
Coachella. As we have a comment here from Sevak Jamkochian. I'm going to guess you're Armenian. Please leave a comment if I'm wrong. He says, saw you guys this weekend at Coachella at the shuttle stops. Pleasure meeting you guys.
Aye, have a nice.
Have a nice, bro. Big up everybody we met at Coachella. A couple of fam everywhere around the globe. It's honestly humbling. It's a brilliant experience to see people watching us around the world, showing that love. And yeah, man, always show love back to you, man. Much
We've still
love.
got loads of content to come. Harrison, Jalsey Barnes, man like Marley. I can go on forever.
Yeah. We got Kate Abdo.
Ooh.
Kate Abdo, FIFA and Chills coming. That one is special. The first female guest, we had to pay homage. I hope the next one is Maya Jama if you manage to get her.
Quite busy.
She's quite busy, but hopefully we'll get her. Obviously, moved on to better things. Me and Poet obviously haven't, but that's fine. I like doing comments below. But yeah, guys, much love. I love you lot. Keep it just trill. Keep it amazing. Large up, you America. Yo, we're gonna end it. The show does come back to normal the week after, as we're gonna talk Premier League. The seasons are finishing. Champions League, obviously, Leicester are out. I have to mention though, before we leave, a quick rant about the referees and Real Madrid. Disgusting against Bayern Munich. Absolutely disgusting, mate. Referees are fucking wanker, mate.
But it's 2 weeks in a row.
Huh?
It's 2 weeks in a row.
They
Leicester
got
City.
robbed.
Leicester City, Atletico Madrid. That was never a penalty in the first game. And in the second game, Ronaldo offside, the red card. But you know what? Sometimes in life, when you have an opportunity, you've got to take it. Vidal, I understand you shouldn't have been sent off, but big man, there was no need for you to send your penalty to fucking Switzerland, mate. Like, you should have scored that. That would have been 2-0, and you'd have put yourself in a better position. But
yeah, that's football. I mean, that's the beauty of football. I know some people disagree, and I'll say, yo, man, it's not the right thing that's happened. But bro, it will come back in another time for Bayern Munich. 100%. Very successful club, but it was disgusting. Had to mention that. Obviously, big up Leicester, man. Quarter-finalists of the Champions League. Last year, they won the Premier League. They're staying up this season, pretty much. So, large up Leicester City, all the Leicester City fans. We had a great time there last season with you guys. But yeah, this is the end of the show. Bit of an MLS debate. We caught up. Hopefully it's a North London derby for the FA Cup final. We don't know, but you guys do, so leave some comments about that. Is Poet going to be upset? Upset! Woo! 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 Records. So yeah, man, brilliant. I could carry on chatting, but we must go and have a nice catch a flight. Yeah, man, one love.